Hey guys, it's me. I know that this is a little bit different than what we've done before, but I want to show you this as an opener to our lesson before we actually start. So you're going to start with elimination today. And one of the things about eliminating, or the strategy of elimination, is that what we want to do is we want to combine the equations so that one of our variables, either the x's or the y's, it doesn't matter which, will have a coefficient of 0. So the cool thing about this delta math, this one is 3.4a. Under this delta math, if I put in a number, like for example, 3, I can see how that will change my x's. So I can see right now that if I were to add my x's together, I would have -3 minus 3. So I'd have -6 x's. But that's not what I want. I want to eliminate one of my variables to make it 0. So I can multiply either one or both equations. It depends. It doesn't matter to me which. So I'm going to multiply the top equation not by 3, but by -3. Because if I multiply it by a -3, now 3 minus 3 is 0. Now I'm going to go down and add my y's together. -9 minus 8. In your calculator, you'll get -17. And then 18 minus 1 is a positive 17. And now I can hit try. So now I'm going to solve for y. -17, y equals 17. I could divide both sides by -17, and my answer would be -1. Now that I have -1, we're going to substitute our y as -1 into either of these equations. Woo. And you can do that on scrap paper or in a Jamboard that I'm going to link. And you can figure out what your x value is. Once you do that, you will get that x equals 3 for this equation. And I'm going to write my solution just like I normally do, my x value, so 3, followed by my y value, -1. And now I have my answer. Now, brings me through all my steps. I can do another problem. I can use this here to help me. I'm going to first decide if I'm eliminating my x's or my y's. Looking at the number here, -3 and +4, or I can look at my y's, -5 and +6. So you're going to think, what can you multiply either one or both by so that either your x's will be opposites or your y's will be opposites? The go-to here, guys, is that 3 times 4 is 12. So what you can do if you're ever stuck is you can just multiply one of the equations by the other coefficient. So in this case, -3, I can multiply that by 4, and then I would multiply 4 by 3. See what I mean? So 3 is getting multiplied by 4, 4 is getting multiplied by 3, and then now my x's will cancel here. Again, I would add my y's, -20 plus 18, -2y, and then I would add my x's and continue and solve. The really cool thing about this, guys, is that it lets you check every step of the way. So this is probably a really great thing to look at before you start looking at doing it one totally on your own.